Hello, this is Pat Walker at MissionWinners.com. And Jeff, I'm making a video for you. By the way, welcome to the team. Love it, man, that you're from Australia. That is just great. I've had some relatives that have gone down there and said it's just downright stunning. You live in a beautiful, beautiful continent there. And good for you. Good for you. And it's a pleasure meeting you, sir. And thank you for the kind words. I appreciate it. So you bring up a good point about time constraints as far as, hey, what to look for. So I'm looking at your questions. And, again, there's a major time constraint here. Well, the bottom line is this. We both know you're sure not going to be up, at midnight buying and selling stocks and doing all that. And you shouldn't. You got probably married with a family. You don't want to be doing all that stuff. You want to buy things and just let them work for you. So how can we handle this? And this is my suggestion for you. Every night, I make a key list. I would only focus on, and you're looking at this chart right here, I would only focus on stocks that have a longer base, a multi-week base that is really clean and simple. No 5-day pullbacks, no reversal patterns. Go super clean and simple. And I'm going to show you some examples here. These are past key list stocks. EC, look at that. Is that sweet? This is a year ago. We owned this. You can say, well, that's not that great. No, that's really good. That's like a 50% gain going on right here. You see that? And then you have rules to sell into strength and losing the 20 period. There you go. There's one of them. By the way, I'm bragging. I mean bragging. No, I'm showing you what to look for. Long and clean and simple base. Here's another one you probably know about. Advanced Micro Devices. Right here. Nice little shelf. Multi-week. Pushing through. And it's in a leading group. Pushing right here through around $20.50 a share. Goes up. It's a 50% gain. Simple, longer bases. I'm going to show you a couple more real quick. Netflix. Right here. Earlier this year. Downward slope and trend line. Longer base. Lifts off on volume and goes up. This was good for 80 points. Ollie's. Longer base. See that? Triggers on good volume. In a good market. Look at the volume pickup. Longer base and it just grinds on up. Okay? Auto Home. Way back. Right there, buddy. Look at that. Is that nice? Auto Home, lifting off. Look at the volume. Just goes up. It's not fancy. And now, what do? You sell some into strength. You sell some losing the 8-day. You sell the rest losing the 20-day. You can say, well, did it bounce back here a little bit? Hey, I'll take the gain. I'm not in it for riding on the way up and take it all the way back down. That is what we're looking for. I'll show you one more. A Biomed right here. Longer base, buy stop right there. So let's talk nuts and bolts. Every night we make a key list. Forget the frickin' in and out trades, all that stuff. We're not going to do that. No day trades either. No 5-minute charts. On the key list, only look for the clean and simple longer bases. Longer bases like this. And what we do is this. On every one of these, I use Interactive Brokers. I don't know what you use, and I don't, it's not my business. There's a thing, Jeff, that you can do. It's called a contingent sell stop. You put in a buy stop that when it hits 406 a share, you buy it. Put in a contingent sell stop that if the buy stop is hit, the contingent sell stop becomes a automatic sell stop to protect you. And then leave it alone. Just leave it alone. What you could do is maybe, let it go. Heck, I just let it go. And then look at it the next day. Let's do this one. Let's do this one right here. Let's suppose that you bought a Biomed lifting through here, okay? And, you look at it and you're asleep and then you look at it, and you go, oh gosh, that's pretty good. Here's what you do. You had a sell stop. Let's suppose you had a buy stop to buy it at around 407 a share. Put your sell stop in at 403, 404. Run it tight. Run it tight. By the way, don't go crazy here, okay, buying a lot of shares. But then you wake up, you go to bed, you got triggered, and or you're awake and you get triggered, you've got your sell stop in. What you do is the next day, if it goes up, raise your sell stop. Keep raising that sell stop. Don't make it too close, but raise the sell stop up. That way you're guaranteed profits. And the next day, if it goes higher, raise the sell stop a little bit more. That's all. And just let it work. Eventually, you're going to get stopped out. But you know what? You're going to ride the sucker for as long as you can to make money. I'll show you another examples. Ollie's right here. Long base breakout. This was a keyless stock. You probably know that. And you get filled right here. When you got filled, you would have, let's suppose you got filled at $77.50 a share. Put your sell stop in at $75.50. Risk $2. $2. The next day it goes up, raise your sell stop up to $76.50. The next day it goes higher up to here, raise your sell stop to your cost. Worst case scenario, you broke even. The stock continues moving up, just raise your sell stop every day. Just watch it walk up the line. Look at this. Now, they all don't do this, okay? Please, I'm not going to tell you that's a lie. But just walk it up the line. Keep raising your sell stop. Don't put it too close. But you could say, let's suppose you bought this here for $78 a share and it's trading at $84. What do? Just put your sell stop a little bit below the 8-day moving average. And then just let it work. That's all. And raise your stop every day. Moral of the story is this. Is it doable? You're darn right it's doable. I done it when I'm on vacation. When you do it, focus only on longer bases, clean and simple chart patterns, and raise your stop. Put a contingent stop in and raise your stop. Auto Home, longer base, lifts through on volume. You put a buy stop in at, say, $66 a share. Put your sell stop in at 64. Risk $2. Goes up. The next day, you wake up and you look and go, oh, look at this. I'll raise my sell stop up to around $67 a share or 68. What does that mean? You're guaranteed a profit. Goes up. Just continually raise the stop. Don't look at it during the day. You don't have to. Or at night for you. Don't look at it. Just look at it every day. The moral is this. Is it doable? Yes. But I can't stress enough. Please go with longer, clean, and simple base. Don't do any of this fancy stuff. No 5-minute charts. Clean and simple bases. And by the way, here, let me show you an example of what I don't want you to do. You see how Amazon's whipping all over the place here? Don't try to screw around with stocks like Amazon right now. Just don't do it. Leave them alone. Look for the longer, clean, and simple bases. Put a buy stop in, and if your buy stop is triggered, you've got a contingent sell stop. Raise it every day. If it doesn't move, leave it the same. As it goes up, raise it up. Don't raise it up too much, but raise it up enough that you have A, limited your loss, and B, eventually you're locking in a profit. You can also do this, Jeff, just for what it's worth. Let's suppose you buy 100 shares. Put a sell stop in for 50 shares and maybe the sell stop for the other 50 shares just a little bit lower. That night, if it goes up, raise both sell stops. You can say it's a lot of work. Not really. Heck, fire. You get this down, you can adjust a sell stop in freaking 2 minutes. And you're done. And just raise it. That's all. That's it. Does it work? You're darn right it works. Moral, I'll say it one more time. I'm sorry this is so long, but this is an important question. I don't take these questions lightly, sir. Please, only focus on longer bases, multi-week bases. Don't look for this wild swing trade in and out stuff. Don't do it to yourself. And you make money. And you know what? You'll actually do better because you'll let the frickin' market work for you. Don't watch it all the time. I hope this helps you. And Jeff, I'm glad you're part of the team. Thank you. And again, sir, it's a pleasure talking with you. I know this is corny because we're not talking to each other, but it's just neat. We've got, believe it or not, we got VIPs on I think, every continent in the world. So Africa, well, you name it, we're there. So thank you very much, and take care, sir. And I will say in response to you, cheers to you also. And I thank you.